Howdy. Happy Wednesday. Oh, wait, Thursday. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Sorry, the days are they're coming one. Hopefully, you all are having a fantastic evening. I know that I'm interrupting you in the middle of your dinner time, or maybe this is gym time, or maybe you were just at home chilling. Thankful to be at home and out of the rain that we had earlier today. Showers and storms rolled through the metro just in time for the evening commute. I had one severe thunderstorm warning. I haven't gotten any, we haven't received any confirmation of any damage, which is good news. But the winds were very gusty. Inside of that thunderstorm, radar estimates were nearly 60 miles per hour, and those storms are starting to push on out. So, welcome into the room. We'll dive into what we're tracking now, and then, of course, you've read the subtitles, so you know that there's another round of storms in the forecast. We'll talk about when that's going to arrive. Here's that line right now. You can see that it is pushing towards the east, exiting some of our easternmost communities. Folks that are in Banks County getting some heavy rain. Clark and Coney counties getting some of that. We said that was going to be pushing into Athens within the next 20 minutes or so during the newscast, and that's arrived. And then there's a nice little cluster of thunderstorms that are moving through Walton and Morgan counties. That's going to be pushing through Greene and Oglethorpe over the course of the next few minutes. No active warnings. We're not expecting any of those, but the downpours are heavy, the lightning is fierce, and the winds are going to be a little breezy, a little gusty. 40, 50 miles per hour winds is not outside of the realm of possibility inside of some of these isolated storms. They've been rogue storms. They've not been widespread, which is good news. Here's a look at how we get through the next couple of hours. We're going to keep our first alert that's in place now going through the evening, noting that the rain is going to be more isolated and less intense than it was earlier this evening during the commute. So no concerns for any of that tonight. Spotty showers. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be gloomy. First alert, there's going to also be some areas of patchy fog developing as we start off the morning. Rain chances will gradually diminish through the evening, but we'll keep them around 20-30% through the overnight, and it's going to be rather mild. Taking a look ahead, there is a first alert in place for tomorrow. I will be quite frank, this is a very low impact first alert. This is looking like a foggy, drizzly, gloomy day with some spotty showers here or there. Some light rain will be possible later on in the late afternoon, early evening, but nothing like what we saw today. There's not a risk for severe weather tomorrow either, so this is just going to be a nuisance type of day that's going to make you want to be inside, quite frankly. Heading into Saturday, that's going to be our best chance at getting some widespread rain. That's also the day that there is a little bit of energy around, so there is the chance for some stronger thunderstorms. Some of those thunderstorms could be severe. So we'll be talking about the areas that could see some of the strongest storms during this update. Feel free to drop down on the YouTube chat and give me some questions or comments if you need to. Otherwise, if you're at home watching on ANF Plus, on Roku, Amazon, all those other streaming platforms, welcome into the room. Meanwhile, once we get beyond Saturday, the cold front will finally swing through. We'll see those winds shift and become more northwesterly. More than likely, it's going to be a little bit breezy Sunday because as that parent low-pressure system pulls away, the pressure gradient will tighten, so we'll probably get some wind gusts 20, 30 miles per hour or so throughout the day. It's going to be a cooler wind, but nonetheless giving you that heads up that should happen on the back end. I mentioned that tomorrow is a first alert. I also mentioned that tomorrow is a low-impact first alert. We think that it's going to be gloomy and more so a nuisance type of day. We won't see those heavy downpours and storms that we saw today, but here's that heads up. You can see that at around 7, 8 o'clock. We're going to be dealing with cloudy skies, areas of fog through the morning. There will be some lighter showers that trickle in and out of the area, kind of misty like we've been dealing with for the bulk of the day outside of the storms. And then we'll have some light rain move into the area as we head into the second half of the afternoon. Could be some light showers around through the evening commute, and then points afterwards that moisture should push on out towards the east. The primary focus of the forecast does lie on what's happening Saturday. The Storm Prediction Center has an outlook for severe storm possibilities. We mentioned this yesterday that there was a 15% chance that we would get some sort of guidance on that. And we do have a level 1 out of 5 risk for strong storms that's including a large chunk of metro Atlanta, but there is a higher risk to the south and west. So we have folks that are in Hurd, Carroll, Coweta, down towards Meriwether, parts of Troup, and then, of course, Cleburne and Randolph counties in Alabama that are included under that level 2 out of 5 risk for strong storms. Right now, the best, the major risk here would be for there to be some damaging wind gusts. Much like with the storm today that produced a radar estimated 60 miles per hour wind gusts, we could see storms tomorrow produce 60 miles per hour wind gusts as well. Good evening, Wesley. Wesley is joining us from Ackworth. Here's that hour-by-hour play of Saturday. And what we do expect is for there to be some showers and thunderstorms rolling in as early as 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Looks like folks that are north of the city have the best chance of getting in on that rain. But the closer we get to lunchtime, that wall will push in, and most of us will start to get those scattered showers and thunderstorms around 12 o'clock. So if you have any plans in the afternoon, this is going to be where we can see some of those stronger storms start to take off. Tom and Jerry, what's up? Back again, asking good question. So this is a low impact. Your Friday forecast is going to be a low impact. Slightly more moderate impact will be Saturday because there's going to be heavier downpours, and there's also going to be the risk for severe storms across the areas that are highlighted in that risk zone. So Saturday is going to be a bigger impact than Friday, just for perspective. Good question, though. Scattered showers and storms around at 12 o'clock, and that will gradually push towards the east. You can notice that it looks like we'll see some deeper colors in the northeastern corner of the state. During lunchtime, by 5 o'clock, the scattered showers and thunderstorms become more widespread. Not as cohesive, but we'll see some of that energy filtering through the area. And then here's that final line pushing through roughly 10, 11 o'clock. Saturday evening, that's going to be along that front. And what you'll see quickly after is that the winds shift and become northwesterly, and that's going to usher in that cooler air on the backside of that front. So we'll see those morning lows dip into the 40s Sunday, and then we will see temperatures top out in the 50s during the afternoon. So we've had a lot of rain already. Some areas picked up 2 to 3 inches of rain just within the last 30 hours or so. And there's still the potential for there to be another 2 to 4 inches across parts of North Georgia. Guidance is hinting that those higher totals will be along and north of I-20 as far as what we have left to come. If you live in Peachtree City, McDonough, a lot of those other areas, Athens, they've already picked up 2 to 3 inches of rain just in the last 30 hours. So a little bit more to come for them. Higher totals for sure for folks north of the city. Tom and Jerry is asking what's the difference between a low, moderate, and high impact of severe weather. So what I'm saying is our forecast, our first alert, is a low, moderate, or high impact. And tomorrow will be a low because it's just going to be rain. There's not a risk for severe weather tomorrow. And then when I say a moderate risk or a moderate impact for Saturday, I just think that that's going to be more of an interruption to your day, to your plans. So not really tiering these in the form of severe weather impacts. This is more so like a low impact to your life, foggy, cloudy, drizzly, versus a moderate impact, heavy downpours, gusty winds. So that's kind of the lane that we're phrasing this. This isn't specific to severe weather, but more so specific to your life, applicable. A lot of times whenever we talk about the forecast, sometimes, we can kind of get lost in the science of it. So our whole purpose of our First Alert brand and to rank it as like a low impact or a moderate impact or a high is just to tell you how much of an interruption to your day it will be. So here's a look at those rain totals. Widespread 2 to 4, especially along in north of I-20 as we head through Saturday evening. And then we'll trend drier by Sunday. A couple of sprinkles look to be possible earlier in the day, but it'll be cloudy, gloomy, cooler. Temperatures in the mid-50s for a daytime high. And then as we head into next week, we'll finally get some real sunshine to really dominate. I know that some areas picked up a little bit of sun peeking through the clouds today, but we're talking real sunshine, blue skies. That'll come back early next week, and temperatures are going to be fairly seasonable. 54 is about that number for this time of year, and we'll be around that Monday and to Tuesday, and then temperatures will gradually climb into the upper 50s as we head towards Thursday with a pretty dry stretch of weather, which will be nice. So things will be trending in the right direction. So we'll just have to get over the hump of the next 48 hours. Tomorrow, it's going to be manageable. It's going to be gloomy, nasty, cloudy, foggy with some showers here or there, and then we'll be watching for the potential for severe weather again on Saturday. I want to go back to that graphic one more time just so that I can show you the communities that are under the risk for severe weather, and that's going to be the highlighted area here, Tom and Jerry. So the areas that are shaded in that yellow is going to be the highest risk. That's going to be the level 2 out of 5 to see some damaging wind gusts, and then all the other areas that are shaded here is level 1 for the same risk for damaging wind gusts. So I'll get you back to the 7-day forecast in just a second while I read to see if there are any more questions here in our chat. We mentioned the rains fall another 2 to 4 inches, and then here's that 7-day so that you can plan ahead and prepare for some drier January weather, which is going to be nice. Low to mid 50s for this time of year is definitely a win in comparison to some of the numbers that we saw last week. I'm also going to switch one more thing for you. I'll throw this up full screen because I know some people like to do their little screenshots to take this information with them. I don't really see any questions in the comments anymore, so we've kind of handled that business here, and I always say that I like to keep you for a good time, not a long time. And we've accomplished what we needed to accomplish. You guys know that tomorrow's going to be gloomy and foggy with some hit or miss showers, and a better chance for widespread rain and some thunderstorms will be on Saturday. So with that being said, I will leave you to your dinner, to your reading, to your Facebooking, to your tweeting. And you can catch us tonight on Peachtree TV at 10 for a latest look at some of the data that comes in. And meteorologist Patrick Pete is going to have a final look on Atlanta news first at 11. Have a good night.